everybody, this is Kohdok here, and Wave 3 has finally reached my neck of the woods. Haha! I checked my local Walmart yesterday, they had nothing, but I went into my local Target today, and they had recently restocked on some Wave 3 stuff. Now, they only had they had none of the 5-packs and none of the Ultras, so no Ultra Dragonoid yet, sorry, but they did have the 3-packs and the basic Bakugan. I actually haven't heard a lot of people talking about the basic Bakugan, so this is going to be fun to talk about. Now, a lot of what was in these basic Bakugan were single versions of alternate attributes of Bakugan that were already out. Now, the first wave focused mostly on having Bakugan in, like, their native attribute. Like, you could only get Pyrus Dragonoid or Darkest Nihilus, but in this case, we have some more Chaos, because I love my Chaos, loves me some Chaos. Wave 3 is getting a lot of Chaos love. That makes me so incredibly happy after the first wave didn't really have much at all. But we have Chaos Nihilus and Chaos Fangzor. Now, these are Bakugan that actually came out in Wave 1. However, both of them only came out in $30 sets. So, $30 sets that had nothing else that I wanted inside of them. So, it was really nice to see these now sold in single packs. That's the thing about Bakugan. That's why I described the 3-pack as either saving $4 or wasting $13. Because you don't really want to buy those big packs for just one thing inside unless it's something like you simply gotta must have. Like, I guess the Darkest Hydorous Ultra would justify that pack, but it's got a lot of good stuff in there. But anyway, this was in a starter set and this was in a 5-pack, so the fact that I'm now able to get these for a lot less meant that that was kind of an indulgence, but that's not really what we're going to be going over today. What the thing is, snuck into all those basics was a Ventus Gorthion. Now, this is actually my first Wave 3 core Bakugan that I'm going to be introducing. It's going to be Ventus Gorthion. Now, I actually got to take a look at Gorthion at Toy Fair, and I really liked how it looked, but this will actually give me a chance to do it. Unfortunately, I think somebody else might have beaten me there to this target, because while the shelf looked pretty full, this was the only Wave 3 basic anything in all of the basic packs. But I think I've sneaked a peek at Gorthion's card. If I remember right, Ventus Gorthion's card is actually really good, especially if you want to use him in the shield strategy. You finally have a nice good Ventus for the shield strategy. But taking a look at Ventus Gorthion at the Wave 3 set, this actually didn't scan at my local Target, so I'm thinking that the Wave 3 actually have a different barcode. So if you want to check the barcodes at your local store, that might not be easy. I'll maybe post an image of that barcode there, but taking a look at the packaging, it is the exact same. It still says Battle Brawlers on the side, which tells me that even though this is Wave 3, it's still considered part of the Battle Brawlers set, which tells me that maybe like the 3-packs, the Ultras, those come with cards from the Battle Brawlers card set. I imagine when we start getting like the Wave 4 and 5 that it will instead say Resurgence in this area, but otherwise it's exactly the same as the basic packs we got for Wave 1 and 2. We have Ventus Gorthion in here with a picture of Ultra Dragonoid. We have Dan, we have the Course. I hope they swap out Dan and Dragonoid for a different character when the Resurgence packs start hitting. That, I think, would be cool, like if they threw like Pegatrix and Leah on here instead, actually like color-coded the packs, kind of like they did in the old days. I know in the old days they changed this bar at the very least every time they did something new. Anyway, taking a quick look at the back, they still give them an interesting look. And here we have a nice picture of Ventus Gorthion. On the back, we also have Chaos Nihilus, Darkest Trox, the Aurelus Hydorous, and Aquos Serpentes. Now, as far as I know, those were all already available at least through Wave 2, or the Aquos Serpentes I think is new. The Aquos Serpentes I think is new. Hydorous I don't think is new. But it's still cool to see this. 1 Bakugan, 2 Bakukors, 1 character card. Knowledge of English required. Did all of those say that? I don't know. It doesn't look like they've changed anything about the back. They're still using Dragonoid as their transformation base. Nihilus and Trox I know were Wave 1. I guess the idea is that these are now available in singles form, which Trox is pretty good. Trox is just 100 points short of Darkest Hydorous Ultra in power, and Chaos Nihilus, the Titan Nihilus, has some really good ability. So all of these have like really interesting stuff. Like Serpentes has a diamond for it. Serpentes, I think, is the Diamond Serpentes, I believe, is the chase figure for this edition, and I have not found it yet. So There are a few diamonds I've fallen behind on. I haven't found any of the Wave 2 or 3 diamonds. I worry my neck of the woods is going to make that difficult. Anyway, let's take a look at our Gorilla Boy. And here are the contents of Ventus Gorthion Core. It actually does have stats above the curve. At 306, that means it has 9 points to throw around. Similar to Aquos Trox or the Darkest Hydrus Ultra. It is double shield, and the shields it comes with are the negative 100 shield for tripping up opponents, and the plus 400 shield, but only for Chaos and Ventus, which seems like it might be interesting. A lot of big aggro decks are using everything but those two, so you might be able to help trip up an opponent with that. But of course, and it's the card is BB Battle Brawlers, so it's technically a card from the first set still. Wave 3 is still considered the first set. Now, the interesting thing about Gorthion itself is kind of a mixed bag, because while it has a lot of that like really nice and intricate detail that I just absolutely love on the front half of it, the rear half is a bit stale. It's a bit bland and large. I mean, I know there's no transforming pieces back here, but there isn't really that much to help make up for that fact. It is very, very dull on this rear portion here. We do, of course, have the slightly bluish green for Ventus, along with the lime green and the yellow used to accent it. The front here really is probably the main attraction, what you're going to be paying attention to most of the time. Here's the magnet right there with the factory stamp on it. We also have his fists kind of punched together right now. His head is right here, which we will see when it transforms. His transformation mechanic is probably the least complex one I have seen so far. It's pretty Baku Core-tastic. I mean, it's helped by the fact that it looks really good, but yeah, I kind of wish they'd put a little more work into the detail back here. Whew, and I thought Ultras were the ones that were supposed to jump around. There was another time that I opened this thing when I tried it with a spin, and it just bounced all over the place like a crazed monkey. Anyway, here is Gorthion Core opened up, and like I said in my Toy Fair video, I actually kind of like the Gorthion Core more than the Gorthion Ultra. We'll see what I mean by that when I finally get my hands on the Gorthion Ultra, but yeah, like I said before, he has a very simple transformation. The head comes up, these arms fold out, and his body extends with the mechanism similar to how you find with Hydrus. There he is, 300B. Although, again, like I said, the back portion of Gorthion isn't terribly impressive to look at. I mean, he's got a lot of junk in the trunk back here, but not really a lot of detail going on. But fortunately, that is completely made up for by all this detail going on in the front portion of Gorthion, where he's like, puffs out his chest and extends his arms outwards in this big old wall of angry gorilla. I love it. It's like I said, he also springs in the air, which means there's a small chance he can grab another core. Although, like I said, that bounce can be kind of crazy. But yeah, I like this. It's nice and elegant in its simplicity. I mean, it does have very complex detailing on like the arms and the face, his big old monkey face with his monkey brain on top and all of that. But or is that like a monkey pompadour or something? Whatever it is, it looks great. I love how this guy looks, and if we take him off of his core, he's like hunched over like a linebacker, ready to charge at a foe. This is how we saw him set up at Toy Fair, and I really love how this looks. He looks like he's a gorilla hunkered down, ready to charge. I do wish that the back portion of him kind of lived up to the expectation put on by all this wonderful detail in the front. Now we do have these little points here of the yellow that really stands out, that really pops against the green, the lime green, of course. I love how they've done the color design on this. That has so far been exceptional. It hasn't been like previous, like with Subterra, where the actual the accent additional colors kind of get lost in the detail. Here they're nice and prominent, and he doesn't have the custom molded eyes, but the eyes are painted in, which is again really nice. Like I said, he here though we can kind of see a lot of that simplicity. He is, you know, he has a good side and he has a bad side. Like you can see just how hollowed out and plain that is on the inside. On the inside, it kind of looks like a McDonald's toy. Doesn't feel like one, though, but, yeah, I guess that's the one regret I really have with this figure, is I wish it was a bit more of a complete package. Although I guess it's nice to have that sort of big focus on detail where they know they can get it right, which is on the very front here. So it's nice to see that the important aspect, the part that's going to be the real crowd stealer, is has all of its priorities sorted out. And Gorthion is really easy to fold up. You just tuck down his head, tuck in his arms, and boom, there he goes. Super easy. Maybe not the easiest one to roll, but super easy to reset and get closed. So I picked up a little bit more of Wave 3. I figure I'll try to make it more of a drip feed than I did before. I think I burned myself out a bit too fast on Wave 1 and Wave 2, but next time we're going to be taking a look at a 3-pack. So until next time, this is Ventus Gorthion Basic, and until then, this is Kohdok signing off.